Miles with Better Builders, and this week we're here to talk to you all about the designer interview process. At this point, Pete has likely already offered up some design ideas and brought Amanda up to speed on those. Now it's time to introduce Amanda Cradaville.
My name is Amanda Cradaville. I'm the lead designer and operations manager at Housewarming. I've been with Housewarming for 7 years, and I've been working with Better Builders for 4 of those 7 years. I have my bachelor's of fine arts in interior design, and I would classify myself as a collaborative designer. I enjoy working closely with both the homeowner and the builder.
Pete, you and Amanda get to the client's house. What initially happens from there?
When Amanda and I arrive at our client's home, they usually request that we're able to maybe sit and talk for a few minutes at the kitchen table. This is an opportunity for Amanda and I to talk to them about what they're hoping to get out of their space. It's a good opportunity for the client to see how Amanda and I communicate and collaborate. Once we've determined that we feel like, we've gotten to know each other a little bit better, then we'll walk the space and start to talk about the design in more detail.
Amanda, what are some of the typical questions that you ask the homeowner during your first visit?
The first thing that we like to talk to our clients about are the function of the space. So we want to have a heavy emphasis on how this space is going to work for them in the end result. Once we go through and change everything, we want to make sure it really works for them. We have a really heavy emphasis on this throughout the design process, but this first meeting is really crucial because it helps us establish what the project is going to be throughout the rest of the design series. And then we really start looking at the aesthetics of it. We talk a little bit about how you want the space to feel. We'll ask for some inspiration, but we like to be broad about that. And we can do everything from, I like this landscape painting and I like the way it makes me feel and I want to feel like that in my space, to full pictures of kitchens, bathrooms, and living rooms. And whether you already have a Pinterest or a house board started, that's a great starting point. But if not, this is a good point for you to start those boards so that as we get through the design process, we can really flush out those aesthetics and make them really perfect for you.
Pete, are there any questions that you typically have for the homeowners with this time with Amanda as well?
Ask the same questions in the designer interviews we do in our qualifying phone call. It's a good opportunity for Amanda to hear the reasons why the current space don't function properly. And often we get different answers the second time we ask the question from the first time, and it helps us further develop the real needs.
So the design process can really be broken down into 6 key phases. Amanda, do you think you could give us a high-level overview of the rest of the design process?
Yeah, so the designer interview is really this first step, which is what this video is about. And the purpose is for me to establish, what the client's needs are and how long I think it's going to take to accomplish our goals, depending on their project. And from that knowledge, I'll be able to put a dollar amount to each phase of the process to give them a solid bid for what it's going to take to complete that, along with timelines. I will then hand that off to Pete in a proposal, and Pete will then put together a design and pricing agreement.
So once we've received Amanda and Housewarming's design proposal, we put that proposal into our design and pricing agreement here at Better Builders. There's an investment amount required by our homeowners for us to put a very detailed and accurate cost for their project together. The pricing services include a very detailed written scope of work to accompany Amanda's designs and a breakdown of the cost for the project. Once we've executed our pricing, it's not just an estimate of cost anymore, it's an actual fixed price for their project as it's been designed.
After our homeowners have already put in this financial commitment to the pricing process, is any of that applicable to moving forward to construction?
The design costs are the design costs, and the homeowner, even if they don't move forward with construction, will own their design. But if they do move forward with their construction, we'll apply their pricing investment towards the cost of that construction.
So step 2 of the process is the schematic phase. And this is where we get measurements of the existing space and start space planning to really change the function and layout of your space. Step 3 of the process is the design development phase. This is really where we focus on the details and start really looking at your aesthetics of the space, where we pick all of our fixtures and finishes down to the most minute details. Step 4 of the process is to start with our construction drawings to make sure that our permit set is as accurate as possible for the construction team. Step 5 is the project management phase, and this is a little bit looser on my end because Better Builders has a team of project managers that handle a lot of the pricing and organizing ahead of the actual construction process. And so really what I'm focusing on during the project management phase is buttoning up every last little detail, making sure that everything lines up so that your pricing and your construction are as accurate as possible. The last and final phase of the design process is the installation. So at this point, we come back after the construction is complete. If we helped you source new furniture, we will help coordinate bringing that in. If we are using your existing, we'll help you arrange those pieces, and then we'll take after photos for the big reveal. As always, please make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. And please join us next week for our deep dive into the design process.